Which is a big deal. Are you going to start worrying in 3 days, a week, have to get tested in 30 days?
I thought you said that when I come to America, you'll be back and we'll be monogamous.
Yeah, as long as, we're being intimate. We're not.
You know the way this guy said that? Listen, you know what though? He's being honest. As long as you and I be intimate, then you ain't got to worry about me going elsewhere. So I respect the honesty, because to be honest with you, a lot of men, when they're with their partner, intimacy is such a key thing for a lot of us men. Unless you're Gino, then it's a different conversation. You know what I'm saying? There is the exception to the rule. So I do respect it. And I do respect, obviously, him just making it clear. But of course, the context also has to be understood. The only reason why this man was, one of the reasons he was living this poly lifestyle was purely because, Douglas, because obviously that's who he met at the time, was unable to be with him at this stage, so therefore he wanted to have an open relationship. So at least when he's not with Douglas, he got his needs met. And then of course now he's with Leah, of course, and it was the same thing. Before obviously, Leah was able to come to the States, that was the same pretty much situation. Do you know what I mean? He wanted to make sure his needs were met. But now obviously Leah's at the States, and Leah's like saying, listen, boom, bam, you told me once I'm here, everything will be A-okay, blah, blah. So to be honest with you, at first I was like, this guy's been a bit too, whew. But if I go back to what went down in the previous season of Love in Paradise, it was abundantly clear that he's somebody that needs the physical touch all the time. And when I say physical touch, I'm not referring to the actual love language stuff in particular, because that's two different things. But he's somebody that needs that sexual touch, shall I say, obviously, I guess, more times than he should, which is quite crazy, because for a man of his age, man he's got energy, you know what I'm saying? Man, his testosterone is still pumping. He's stocked up on the blue pills. What's going on here? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I do low-key respect it. The fact that he's at that age and he still wants to be, unless of course he is the bottom, then that's a different conversation. Because if he's the bottom, then he doesn't worry too much about him. Oh, I didn't think of that. Yeah. Either way though, man likes to know that he's going to be getting his sexual, royalties happening a lot. So that's why he wanted an open relationship. And he did promise that once she came here, So I guess it's him saying that, listen, maybe I didn't say this before, but I'm just letting you know that I'm more than happy to just be you and I, as long as you give me what I want, basically. Oh boy, I mean, to be fair, a statement like that could easily rub a lot of people the wrong way, because it may be implied or taken in different ways. You know what I mean? Someone may think, well, so because, Aaliyah's now moved up to America and you're paying everything that she's entitled to, then that you're entitled to always getting your treats, as if basically she's like a paid service. So there's some people that may look at it that way, which is a possibility. But either way though, the man spoke with his chest, and it's up to Aaliyah what she wants to do.
Intimate, as long as we're like relating to each other sexually and whatever, I'm happy.
He will only be monogamous if he's feeling happy with our intimacy. Makes me have a lot of questions, like, is he still feeling attracted?
Yeah, he wouldn't say that he wants to be always intimate with you if he wasn't feeling attracted to you. I know English is a bit bad, but that's not something that's hard to understand. Listen, if he said what Gino says, I don't want to have intimacy with you unless you do this, then yeah, that tells you that he's not attracted to you. But what he said is telling you that he's attracted to you. But Aaliyah does say after this that, she is looking to have the full works at some point. Or at least that's the situation. That's what she insinuates anyway. And she says that I understand that he obviously likes men, and worry that once everything is completely transitioned, then... But that's the thing though. If you're aware of this, Aaliyah, then why are you wasting your time with him? You should be finding someone that wants to support your full journey.
To me, I want to change my body and do surgery and these kind of things. Is feeling attractive, or that you change?
At this point, you've been like, I'm only want to maybe shave down my brow bone. I guess the full gender reassignment surgery. I think that's such a foreign thing in my mind. Like,
I don't know why I keep saying that foreign thing in his mind. Bro, like, Leah reminds you every single day that the full transition is going to happen. It is the inevitable. Why are you here? I'm baffled. Absolutely baffled.
Something that's so out of my wheelhouse, holding her to anything. fell for a man, and I don't know how I'm going to feel once every nuance of that person that I fell in love with has been erased.
Why are you waiting? Why is he waiting around to find out? I'm just curious. Because let's be real, even if or when Aaliyah has the full transition, they would have been married, or like, so basically they'll be married quicker than her full transition. You see what I'm saying? You know? So what are you gonna do? Are you still gonna marry her and then wait to see what happens? And then if it happens, then you're gonna divorce her? Like, what's going on here? Their storyline just doesn't make full sense to me personally. There's something where the storyline is very inconsistent, and they need to, you know, let us know what's going on here. That's the bottom line. They need to let us know. With that being said, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section and we'll talk about it. But as far as I'm concerned, there is definitely something that is missing from this storyline that isn't making sense of why he is staying around to be with Aaliyah when he knows that he wants a man. Okay, and by the sounds of it, he wants a man's man. Or what? To be fair, maybe he doesn't want like a feminine man, but not a feminine man that is at the point where they now become transgender. Do you see what I'm saying? And that has clearly been abundantly clear. You know, this man left a marriage with a woman with kids for a reason. So why he's putting himself in a position to be with somebody that's transitioning into a full woman by within the next few years or however long it takes or whatever is mind-boggling. Is there another agenda that these two are just telling us about the reality of why they are going through this process? Is there another reason of why they even came on the show? Because to be honest with you, I would say since being on the show, especially since Aaliyah's made most of the transition, I'm seeing Aaliyah posting things all the time on social platforms, like as if Aaliyah is trying to get herself like some sort of modeling deals or something. You know what I mean? We're trying to up the followers or whatnot. Listen, if that's your hustle, do what you gotta do. You know what I mean? It's better than a GoFundMe, so I respect it. But I do wonder, is there a whole other agenda here? Is he in real life actually her agent? Who knows, man? But then again, that one doesn't make sense because that don't make no sense. No. I don't know. Either way, something's not adding up. That's just a grand scheme of it because she's aware that he likes a man. He's aware that he likes a man. So why are you here? Make it make sense. Please, I need all theories or conspiracies in the chat right now in the comment section. I want to know what your thoughts. With that being said, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and of course, peace.